Okay, hello. Hello, people. Hello. Give me one moment. I need to check something on twitch.com to make sure something is right. I don't know how it took me this long, but I've realized, what is this, week 17 now? 17 weeks into the game, that I should probably be marking this as being for mature audiences. Mature rated game, yes. Oh, well, it doesn't let me pick that, so I guess maybe not then. I don't know why it doesn't let me use that tag on Twitch, but whatever. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, back for another Tina's stream. As you'll notice, we are in Ossu-Gol, Necropolis. You can't see the text because my face is over it. But we are in Ossu-Gol, Necropolis. When previously we were in the Chaos Trials. And that's because I decided to do the last two that I needed to catch up on. I just did those off stream last night. I wanted to see if I could do them, if they would be too difficult to do on stream, so I just did them off stream. So I could use the full 2.5 hours to spend in Ossu-Gol. So here we are. I did get through the Chaos Trials. Now we are rank 52. Because apparently once you get to rank 50, each trial only gives you one level instead of 5. Meaning, we're gonna have to do like 50 more trials just to get up to round 100. Meaning, I'm gonna have to do most of those off of stream once I get done with secret hunting. So because of that, I'm gonna change the progression of content until we get all the achievements. Previously, we were gonna, go through Ossu-Gol and the Pyramid, and then go through the rest of the Chaos Trials up until around 100, because I thought it was just gonna be 5 levels the entire time. And then we were gonna do the DLC, and then just be done. But now we have to go through the Pyramid. I'm gonna go through the DLC first, and then off stream, I'm gonna take care of the rest of the Chaos Trials. Because, to be honest, I'm kind of burnt out on streaming it. And considering we have so many more to go, to do them all off stream and then update you guys each week. Yeah, that'll be that. Go ahead and go through Ossu-Gol and try to find all these secrets here. It's a fairly dense place, so we're gonna probably be here for a while looking for stuff. Okay, we need a marble, we need 12 dice. We need a poetry page, which apparently is already right there on the map. So that's easy enough. And a rune switch, I had to guess, is probably going to be around here somewhere. And 2 scrolls. We have a bit to go through. I did not find any new weapons from the previous Chaos Trials, the 2 that I just did off stream. We're still rocking the same gear. I'm pretty sure I picked up this auto magic pistol at the end of trial 11, is the last one I did on stream. So I still have that. It's been pretty good actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Hoping the game runs okay during this section. From what I've noticed, it seems like it runs a little bit worse during the Chaos Trials. Because of all the, you know, particle effects and enemy behaviors and all that stuff loading in all at the same time. So hopefully this is going to be slightly lighter on my laptop here. And I feel like this area is, I don't know if it's just my lighting in my room, but I feel like this area is kind of dark. Like I can't really see my screen that well. Not like dark, like, I get if it's purposefully dim, like meant to be kind of spooky in that way. But I feel like it's just kind of hard to see. Not great. Oh! Got a spell out of that guy. Look at that. But yeah, we're gonna be finishing up the rest of the game content fairly soon. I do still have to, you know, go back and find the rest of the secrets that we missed, different areas. We do also have to go to the blacksmith and take care of the rest of the storage upgrades at some point. What is this? The Twister of Unrelenting. Flavor text just says move. And it does lightning and dark magic damage. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. Very fast cooldown there. Okay. And another legendary. I didn't even see you over there. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem like a bad spell, I would say. Seems like we can kind of just shoot it in the direction of enemies and it'll cover a good amount of area there. And it's dealing shock and dark magic damage, which fit right into our build. So honestly, I think we can keep it. I don't know if it will be used in many circumstances. Like, we can use the cube spell pretty much most of the time, like 90% of the time. If the enemies are flying, we can use our lightning spell. That works pretty well. Now we do also have this as an option. So I'll definitely consider using that a little bit more instead of the lightning spell. Alright. And we do also have this legendary, whatever this is. Pistol. The Venomous Liquid Cooling of Impatience. Pretty sure I know this gun. We've had this one before. And it's definitely a good gun. I'll just have to use it and compare it with the Automagic. See if it's better or worse. But we've definitely had that gun before. Familiar with it. Oh, hey. Sorry, I just saw you in chat. What's going on? Oh, what is this? Yeah, that guy's banned for sure. I don't know if y'all saw that in the chat window, but yeah, I gotta ban that guy. Talking about sausages, big fat sausages. I don't even know the dude. Alright, so yeah, we haven't found any dice yet. Or really anything. So let's keep an eye out. Secrets. Again, most of that stuff is probably going to be found in the more densely packed part of the map over there. Past this wall. But you know, we'll go through everything and, you know, just make sure. Hey. I don't see anything over here. Might be something past here. Oh yeah, there's a die up right up there. We'll go and grab that. Don't see anything over here though. Anything over here in this corner over here? Nope. Oh. Nothing over here in this bridge. Oh, I forgot about you. Can't talk to you anymore, but forgot about you.
Something tells me this will come in handy later.
Alright. Yeah, most of the stuff we're gonna need is probably found over here somewhere. Go ahead and start looking. I already see a die over there. I don't know how to go about getting that, though. I don't even know what that just did.
You disgust.
I don't see any like barriers around here, so I don't know what that dispel room just did. Oh, hey, we're getting a bunch of legendaries already. Did not expect that. We're fighting a lot of pretty beefy enemies here, though, so kind of makes sense. Alright, so what do we get? Another spell and a shield. We get a transistor. I'm pretty sure we've seen before. I don't know if we've really used it, but we've seen this. Elemental damage is increased by 20% of the last damage type taken. We get extra regenerate rate on the ward. Okay. I do like our shield because it boosts, if you remember, our shield boosts our damage and gives us some damage resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And we've had the Buffmeister before. We've never used it, so I think we'll change that now. I'm going to go ahead and switch off to the liquid cooling pistol that we just picked up. See how that does against these enemies here. Alright, let's just kind of home through this area and try to find some secrets. I'm gonna keep the spell on for now because it does seem pretty good. It's pretty satisfying to use, so keep it for now. Just gonna walk through the area and go from end to end. Can't find anything. How's everyone doing? I feel like my streams always reach a certain point where I stop talking for a while because there's not much going on in the game. So how's everyone doing? It's been a pretty slow week for me. Haven't really done much. As y'all know, I'm out of work until August. The school year's out, so I'm out of work for a while. I've been chipping away at some projects very slowly, very slowly. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you. See that under there. Yeah, I've been chipping away at some projects really slowly. I showed off like 2 seconds of an animation, of a rough animation I'm working on for my subscriber badge, or my subscriber notification, more accurately. Kind of learned how to use Blender's grease pencil tool for 2D animation so I can make that. I was able to figure out how to very simply animate a little box, like, I don't have the video anymore, I'd have to re-render it, which I'm not going to do right now, but, alright. What was I saying? Alright, about the animation. It's just a 2-second animation of like a little, looks like a square. It's supposed to look like a Windows window, like a Chrome window popping out of the corner. Again, I can't really show you that well. Like, you can imagine, I guess my face cam, it's about the same size as my face cam. If it was like minimized into the corner and then, you know, maximized back out into its full size corner there. So I made a, you know, just a couple second animation of that. Took me like an hour to figure out how to do that, even though the only actual animated frames are the first 5 and the last 5. But you know, kind of learn from scratch without using any or as little help from the internet as possible. I have a friend who does work in Blender, so I'm pretty sure they could help me out with some of that stuff. But again, I'm trying to learn on my own, so I'm trying to ask as little as possible. I did that. Again, I did show that off on one of my streams the past week. So if you really want to see what I'm talking about, I think my balloon stream, I did that. Not yesterday, but the week before. Maybe Terraria. Honestly, I can't even remember. Might have been Astria. I can't remember. If you just go to the beginning of one of my streams from the past week, you'll see it. Be on YouTube as well. Yeah, I'm working on that. I've been trying to work on some music stuff as well, but I'm still kind of at a loss for ideas as to what to write. I feel like the music I make isn't very It's not that easy, at least in my experience. It's not that easy for me to just sit down and like write some notes or record something, like a verse or something like that. Because I don't record my music. I write it all down in sheet music using MuseScore, and the music I write is classical music. Meaning, if I did want to record it, I would have to somehow record a violin, a viola, a cello, a bass, and all the other orchestral instruments, which I don't have. I only have a cello, and I can barely even get that to sound good while recording. So I just write it all out in MuseScore. Pretty tedious. If anybody else listening is a musician, and you use like MuseScore or Sibelius or Finale or something like that, not record, but to write down your stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Might say, oh, just start recording some guitar chords or something and then write some lyrics over it. I realize I could do that. That's not, as hard to do. You can just jot down some dumb lyrics really quick that don't really have to mean anything, and put some basic chords behind it. I don't know. I just don't do that. For the most part, I like to write music with the intention of putting it out, like releasing it on Spotify or YouTube. And, recording basic guitar chords and getting raw lyrics with crude vocals isn't really in service to that. I don't even really have a good microphone for recording vocals. This one's fine for streaming because it's made for that. But there's other microphones designed for singing, and they're supposed to be treated a certain way with the room. Again, even if I wanted to do that, I don't really have the best gear for that, so I don't do it. And yeah, I don't know, writing everything out in MuseScore is tedious enough as it is. But, if I want to release it, most of the time I'm going to have to export it out to, like, Reaper, an actual digital audio workstation, to do some mixing and mastering, which is also tedious to do. So it's like a whole process just to get it from an idea in my head out to a fully written song, and then mix and master it myself. So I've been trying to work on that, but I don't know, it's just not easy for me to, get an actual chunk of work done. A lot of the time I feel like I should be working on something else that's a bit more, it's just a bit easier to, finish, so I feel like I'm actually productive. But I'm still working on it. Not just, abandoning my projects. And then, also in the realm of music, I hate to admit it, but I have been pirating a lot of sheet music from like Reddit mostly. I'll download like big old zip files of sheet music, PDFs, Guitar Pro files. And by that I mean files that you load in the app Guitar Pro. Not Guitar Profiles. That's not what I'm talking about. So yeah, I have been trying to organize all of those. I already had a pretty big library of music.
Your opus buffoonery was no match for my wit, skill, and devilish.
But those zip files gave me a lot more. So I've been unzipping those and putting them where they need to be in my own, computer. Like how I like to organize them. But I have a lot of files, so it's gonna take me a while to get to all of that.